Squad James. Some rogue policemen were at it again, but it's good to hear that they did not go scot-free. The Rivers State Police Command has arrested 3 police officers for abducting and extorting more than 4 million naira from travelers in Abia State. The officers were said to have left Port Harcourt to Aba, where they whisked away 2 men, Kalu, Nnana, and Uwaka and Ifeanyi, and forced them to pay 4.2 million naira through transfer into an account. As you God tell me, this is not real.
It is real. You know, it is real. This is not the first time this is happening. Or the Rivers Command is being
Police
linked.
will ask me to transfer 4.2 million naira.
And I think it's not the 4.2 that you know. It can be maybe cryptocurrency or even a dumb account. So don't
How?
Don't you wait? Ayo is saying how? It can be crypto. They will say, yeah.
What have I done? What have I done? What will warrant that?
And so it depends. You know that,
or what
wait and first.
What will you find?
You know, first
Exhibit.
they will stop you. When the police stops you, you are properly dressed, so they can't even stop you. They say, Sean, sir. That's what they will tell you. You know, you are properly dressed. But those boys, maybe they are just dressed the way they think they are Yahoo. And then they will now
their jeans.
Yes, so with sagging and all that. They will now take them to, that is why they actually took them to, not just somewhere very close, but they had to take them to a bar, and then they did the transfer. And good enough. There's always a process.
Them to a bank.
Yes, but this, no, not a bank. They will take you somewhere.
It's from your, the transfer was done from their phone now.
From their account. It's your phone now. You get. So they will do it sharp. This is not the first time it has happened even in Rivers now. You know, there was a time that they did the same thing, but this time around.
The jurisdiction of those police.
Yes. No, now this is Rivers. They took them to Aba.
No, you see,
the last one was it was a Bayelsa State Command police officers who took some people down to I think Delta, and when they did the transfer, they gave the guy 1,000 to come back home. You know, so when you
are very general.
Those ones are even there, but this one they even brought them back.
Olatuji Disu.
No. I think we should give kudos to this here.
Okay.
You know what happened? These characters, 2 of them, police officers, quote unquote, they say they are with the intelligence unit of the police. So, you know, they can rove. When they will tell you, now, they now claim to be EFCC officials. You know, policemen also work with EFCC. So they had special EFCC ID cards. So they accosted these 2 gentlemen from, they were on about Owerri Road. They took them to Delta. And the guys that they were taking them to Lagos, to EFCC zonal office in Lagos. So, you know, Nigerians will say, guys, come. And we have found these things on you. And, you know, if you get to Lagos now, it might be absurd. So those ones now decided to settle, quote unquote,
are they Yahoo boys?
In Delta. Well, I don't have the full details yet. But from the account I read in the newspapers, those policemen, ASP, Dombara, Edoyabo, and Talent, Mongo
and Odi, yes. Michael.
So,
yes.
they claimed to be working with the EFCC. You know, police, the EFCC also has some policemen working with them. So, and you know, the fear of the EFCC is the beginning of wisdom. So, I don't know, probably maybe these guys just played along so that, you know, it's like, quote unquote, they were even kidnapped. So, long, short, they took 4.2 million from them. So they now went back to report at the Rivers State Police Command, and they traced where the money was transferred to, and lo and behold, they were caught. I think the other guy was put on an orderly room trial. I expect that the police will parade and derobe them very soon, because this is really, really bad. And these kind of things do happen, not only on this scale. It's been happening in some small levels where some policemen will arrest just anybody. They can stop you, especially if you have a if you have a young chap in your house who is not properly dressed or dressed like some of these artists, they will seize their phone and tell them to be transferring even as little as 50,000, 20,000 to some people. They will even take, some policemen will take you to POS merchants and tell you to collect money for them. So we have some bad eggs in the police. We have some very good policemen, like we just mentioned Tunji Disu and our friend at the RRS here.
Mr. Yes, fantastic
guys. We have a lot of them like that who are good, but we have so many bad characters. Just the way we have in the military too, like those small boys who were abusing the Lagos State government the other day. I mean, of course, they were apprehended. So we have bad eggs in every profession.
It will be good for us to generalize. Like RRS we are talking about now. If you have any vehicle, any breakdown across the state, they will help you out.
Sure.
Change your tire.
They have done it several times, especially on 3rd Mainland at night.
Sometimes if you have any kind of fuel problem at 3rd Mainland Bridge, they'll go and get you fuel.
Sure.
Come back.
So we have some good guys. We have some good guys. Then we have some bad cops.
Are these members of the Nigerian Police Force? Yes, I've seen that from RRS.
No, we have definitely. We can't
kudos to Mr. Ifeanyi and
can't rope everybody into one full soup, because there will be good guys and there will be bad guys, And I think that is where the Nigerian police will have to start looking at the recruitment process.
Yeah.
Because you can't just bring anybody to just become a police. Police, from what I know, is supposed to be voluntary. So anybody that's coming to do a voluntary job should not be somebody that will, put the whole force, into disrepute. Yeah. So
okay, I have Ojo calling us from Ajebo in Ogun State.
Hello, good day, Ayo, and you're able to hear.
All right.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry for taking you back. It's on this issue of Abuja. Abuja was created as Federal Capital Territory, not as Federal Capital Territory for any part of Nigeria. And our brothers in the north, you know that even when they got the Federal Capital Territory, a Nnana was in charge.
We don't want to look at that topic from the point of view of the Arewa guys. That's why we came to tell you that.
He was appointed as minister. This is not good for our unity. Nevertheless, there is need for government to sensitize people.
Thank you, Ojo. Thank you, Ojo. We don't want to flog that point.
Honestly.
I'm sure CBN fan, they'll give more reasons these are ahead.
I see more like I don't see why the Ministry of Blue and Marine Economy should be in Abuja.
Exactly.
I don't see why it should be in Abuja.
Even MPA was in Abuja then.
MPA, what is MPA doing in Abuja?
OBJ that sent it back to
Lagos. So there are some things that doesn't
it's just like the headquarters of Nigerian Navy.
Yeah, exactly. What's it doing in Abuja? It could as well be in
Oron. Yeah.
Or Lagos or Delta.
Anywhere.
Not Abuja.
You have all your flagship, NNS, everywhere.
Exactly.
In Lagos and all that. It's not Abuja. They have anything they are doing there.
Just building, having big edifices in Abuja for,
back to...
Yeah, for the police, I think, I was just thinking, I said, how do we even stop this? Is it possible that the command begin to have badges, when once you're a police officer is moving from one particular state, as in out of his own jurisdiction to another, they should be able to identify him, whether Lagos to Ogun State. Lagos will have LG, then Ogun State will have OG, So once a police officer moves away from Lagos and is going to Ogun, any police officer that sees him should be able to say, okay, this is somebody that is not from us, from our states. They should be able to identify him. Because just like I said, the one in Bayelsa, I remember then when this story was going viral, they were all saying it's Rivers Command, until Rivers Command now did their own investigation. And then they now noticed that those police officers were actually from Zone 16 in Bayelsa. So these are, and they collected 6.5 million from the guy and gave him 1,000 for him to go back.
Wow.
So if you look if we look at all these things, it's for us to now look at how we can, streamline the police force and make sure that the bad ones do not give the good ones a bad name.
Yeah.
Ibrahim is calling us from Oshogbo, 6.5 million, and you give me 100 naira. No. Well, I have friends in the Nigerian police force. I'm sure this is not an affordable thing. I'm not going to diss them. Yes. Ibrahim.
Yes?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, Ibrahim.
Mr. Ayo, I'm Ibrahim calling from Oshogbo.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to add to the comment on the corruption by the, some police officers, especially those ones staying on the road. Can you hear me?
Yes. I can
hear you, most of the
right?
police officers staying on the road. There are too much roadblocks, and most of them take this 50 naira, 100 naira, 200 naira from vehicles. And I think that is even adding to the insecurity issues we have. You understand? Some people might be kidnapped, in the car, and once they give them 200, 500, they just, just leave them and they don't even search. So even if they are not really doing their job, they should not put too many roadblocks on the road, except if they really, they should even be doing, I think, patrols, instead of just blocking the road, you understand? Just keep patrols, like you said, like the RS in Lagos. There's always patrols, going around, searching instead of staying there, taking 100 and even spoiling the image of the police. I think, please just discuss on that.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian. Mojit, I don't know, maybe you've attempted to go by road from Lagos to Benin. Let's just Benin, not the east now. And the number of roadblocks that you count.
No, for roadblocks, they are there to provide safety. They increase the level of roadblocks.
But the last caller, Ibrahim, was saying that.
But every good intention, people, some of these officers tend to mess it up. So I travel between Lagos and Ekiti all the time. So many roadblocks on the road, and I see what they do to all those commercial vehicles. If you don't drop, you don't go. I see them.
But is it ideal?
It is not ideal. That's what I'm saying. It's very bad. They are meant to to provide security, to ensure our safety on the roads. And you see some of their vehicles, they are tagged safer highways. But rather than safer highways, they are making it bigger pockets for themselves.
If you pay these people well,
it's really bad.
They still continue collecting?
No matter how much you pay them,
no matter how much. There was one,
like you paying.
I had a conversation with
police officer. You are paying him like 150, 200,000.
Hold on, first. I had a conversation with one late DPO years back. When I was still on the field, and I told him, I said, if we stop this 2020 naira collection, on the road, and be paying police officers, like all those ones are always on you, like 1 million naira every. Then I was even saying like 100,000. I said, my son, let me tell you, even if you give them 1 million per day, 1 million per day, that 20 naira is like something they can never live.
They use it to make a contribution.
So